Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is going to be kind of fucking special, isn't it? Because this is going to be more of an open rant, like an open mic session where I kind of just go off on bullshit. Now, this one, I'm not expecting to get a lot of views because it's not really gaming or music related or whatever, but it's about Google Plus, and not necessarily the connection between YouTube and Google Plus, but Google Plus in general. I've been on that website in one form or another since its inception in 2011, and I'm finally here after all these years to, properly give my thoughts on the website and where it's gone and what state it is currently in. Hint, it's shit. It wasn't always shit, but it is now. So, Google Plus, in case you haven't heard about it yet, which you have, I fucking know you have, unless you're a starving kid in Africa and you just happen to land in civilization, in which case, stop watching this video, go eat a cheeseburger. But yes, Google Plus is Google's failed attempt at a big social network, and fundamentally, the website is actually fantastic, but there are a number of problems that very much sort of mask the, fundamental greatness of the website, because much like anything else, like any fan base or anything that, is subject to a fan base, said fan base is essentially at liberty to fucking ruin it at some point or another, and that's exactly what's happened. So in a nutshell, to save you however long this video is going to end up, what happened to Google Plus is it was overrun by intolerant idiots, pedophiles, meme shitlords, and the like. That's basically what happened to it. It's basically like fucking 4chan came and raided Google Plus, and that's what happened. Because it used to be a very peaceful place where you could actually express yourself and have all these interests and not really be judged for it. People, if they didn't like it, would just kind of leave you the fuck alone and then go look at something else. Then people from the internet started coming to the website, and then it eventually, over time, started getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and now it is where it's at now, where Google themselves have basically fucking abandoned it, and they're just letting it fucking rot. That's basically what's happening right now. It's just fucking rotting from the inside out. So, let's get into this a little bit. So, point number one, if you are thinking of joining Google Plus, do not. Please, just fucking don't. You are not going to like it there. It is already bad enough. We don't need any more people on that website. I'm not saying you're bad. I'm just saying I don't want you to have to deal with the same bullshit that all of us proper members have been dealing with over the past 2 or so years. Because it's just so fucking terrible. It's like full of the most annoying, imbecilic, like childish meme shitlords possible. It's like yeah, I understand, humor and things like that, sort of the ironic sense of humor that a lot of people have nowadays on the internet, and that I understand. But on here, it's just so fucking generic and poorly done. It's like, are you even trying, people? It's just, they don't put any effort into anything. They just sort of shit there and like XD, crippling heart depression. And I don't want to sound like an SJW or anything like that, but depression isn't a joke. And you're claiming to actually have something that you legitimately do not. Like, there is no way in hell that you actually have depression, because if you had depression, you wouldn't be like, XD, depression. And I do understand that different people handle it differently, and that's fine, but you can kind of tell when they're bullshitting you. You can kind of fucking tell when they're just doing it for attention and to get likes and to get shares and shit, because XD, that's a funny meme. You can tell. You can tell when they're being idiots. And again, I don't want to sound like an SJW, because I have a dark sense of humor. Like, I understand depression jokes and things like that, and I can have a good laugh at some dark humor. But when you're literally just sort of manipulating something to get attention, that's where I kind of draw the line. And Google Plus is just fucking filled with people like that are just meme shitlords that just bait people over and over and over again and just fucking attack things that they don't happen to like. And when I say attack, I mean fucking attack, because all these little shits have a bunch of little friends too. They have like a bunch of little fucking proxies following them around, and they just fucking raid communities with people that are very passionate about what they do, whether it be like role-playing, talking about stuff, things like that. The people that are very passionate about what they do, me included, and they send all their fucking meme shitlord and meme shitlord friends in there to raid communities, completely knock everyone that happens to like something that these people fucking don't, and they just fucking harass people for no actual reason other than to get attention. And so that's literally everyone on fucking Google Plus right now, with the exception of very few people. And anyone else that's watching this video that's on Google Plus, actively, you know what I'm talking about. You know very well what I'm talking about. And if you are one of these people, go the fuck to 4chan where you belong. Because Google Plus was once a clean, sanitary place where we could actually express ourselves freely. Nerd, not nerd, whatever the fuck you were, you could express yourself freely. But now I'm too fucking afraid to do that, because I'm afraid that I'm gonna get fucking raided, reported, you know, this, that, just because I'm saying, oh, I happen to like this thing. Or, oh, here's a thing that I want to write out because, you know, this something's on my fucking mind, and it gets no attention, and, you know, shit like that. You know, actual people that deserve actual legitimate attention on this website don't get any, but all the fucking abhorrent meme shitlords get all the attention when they don't deserve it. And again, if you are a legitimate member on this website, you know what I'm talking about. And when I say all these meme shitlords need to go back to 4chan, that's because it's fucking true, because that's legitimately where you belong. The beauty of 4chan is that you can be a fucking asshole to all of the other anonymous assholes on that website. That is the place to do this kind of shit, not on Google+. So go to 4chan if that's what you want to do, because 4chan is beautiful in that if you want to be a fucking piece of shit, you can be a piece of shit and you can do it anonymously. That's not my sort of thing. But if that's yours, go the fuck ahead there, not here. This is not where you belong on Google+. You belong on fucking 4chan. So go to 4chan, please. You will fit in much better there. So yeah, that's problem number one with Google+. It's just been overrun by fucking idiots, and people just begging for attention in the worst fucking possible ways. Now the next thing on there are fucking pedophiles. There are a lot of teenager communities, like teenagers plus communities, whatever the fuck you want to call them, on Google+, and in them are a shit ton of fucking pedos. Literally actively stalking these fucking kids. Literally, I see it every fucking day, and I literally see pedophile support communities on Google+. Literally, communities for pedophiles to talk about raping fucking kids. This is not a joke. This isn't bait. These are real fucking people doing this on a public fucking community. And they're sitting there talking about kids touching their dicks. Yes, literally. I have raided these places. I have gotten them taken down. I have gotten these accounts taken down. Thank God at least some of the administrators at Google are listening. But they just keep making more accounts because they can. They use a VPN, change their IP, snap. They can just make a new account if they get IP banned. So it's just sort of like they're just sitting there behind their little fucking shield, their little fucking monitor shield, talking about kids touching their fucking cocks. And there's nothing that has been done about it, because they can just sort of, yeah, you can ban the accounts, but they'll just be right the fuck back up with a different email address, and they'll be right the fuck back up with a new community about it. Right the fuck away. Like, literally, I got one of those communities taken the fuck down. I sent a couple of my friends, hey, you guys should report this because it's literally a fucking pedophile community. And so they did. It got taken down, and so did the account. 10 fucking minutes later, there was a new account and a new community, which we also raided. And we just sort of kept fucking doing that, basically. So yeah, there's a shit ton of disgusting fucking shit on Google+. And it's just... oh god, like do not join that fucking website, please. Just don't. And if you're gonna do any fucking dumb shit, like, please don't do pedophilia under any fucking circumstances, please. But if you're gonna do anything that has more like adult stuff, remember to set your account to like adults 18 plus, or post these things in your circles with people that are of age or something like that. You know, only people that are of age. Do not do pedophilia under any circumstances at all. That is fucking abhorrent. Just get that shit off this fucking website. That is disgusting. You need to get help. But if you're going to put anything on that website that is acceptable, that is not just fucking plain downright fucking abhorrent, and you are of age, and other people that you're trying to show it are, you know, of age, by all means just share it in a private circle, because Google won't see that. Well, they probably can, but they won't really do anything about it. Either that or just go to a different fucking website. You know, that's probably the best option. And I mentioned earlier, moving on here, I mentioned earlier that there is a large roleplay community on Google+, and there is a massive fucking roleplaying community on Google+, which I'm a part of because I'm a fucking nerd, and I love that shit. So, with that being the case, it's sort of, the roleplay has absolutely died down because of how bad this website's gotten. It's literally, no one fucking RPs properly anymore. At least none of the good roleplayers do anymore. And it's just sort of, it's died. Roleplay on that website has died. That used to be a perfect website for roleplaying. You can do text formatting and all that shit. It's fucking great for roleplaying, that website. And it's just sort of like, yeah, it died because everyone on it just fucking lost interest because they either turned into fucking meme shit lords or they just left because of the fucking meme shit lords. You know, they just got tired. They just got tired of dealing with the fucking dramatic bullshit that goes on that website day in and day out, and they just stopped. They just lost all passion they had for it. And that's basically the story of any good member on Google+. Like, you may or may not know of the Boeing Airplanes community on Google+. I was a moderator of that community for a very good chunk of time, and so that eventually just sort of, I mean, that's like the only example of something that's still going on that website. Props to you guys over there, by the way, at the Google, at the fucking Boeing Airplanes Google Plus community. You fucking groups of av geeks over there. I love you guys still, even though I haven't been around there in fucking ages. It's Tyler, by the way. But yeah, that's like the perfect example of a great community where everyone's like that's still around, where everyone's together, just really passionate about something that hasn't been rated, granted, because it's not sort of, you know, this weird, really nerdy thing. I mean, yeah, it's sort of av geeks, like aviation geeks like me, just sort of really nerding out and, you know, sharing fucking pictures and news stories about various Boeing aircraft and things like that. I haven't been on that community in ages, by the way. It may have changed over there, but that was literally one of the largest aviation communities on Google+, and I was moderator of it for a while. So I've seen this website in every way it is possible to see this website. I have seen it at its best, and I have seen it at its worst, where it is currently at. And it's gotten to the point where it's kind of unfixable, and we have to find an alternative. But the thing is that Google+ is fundamentally such a great website. Despite how many people tell you it's not, it is fundamentally a great fucking website, but it's just sort of, Google didn't know what the fuck to do with it, and so they just let it fucking rot, and they're continuing to let it fucking rot. So it doesn't help that every update they push out to fucking mobile breaks more of the fucking functionality. Every single update they push out to that fucking mobile UI breaks something else every time. So it's sort of like they're trying to destroy it, while at the same time kind of letting it rot. Yeah, that kind of shows you just how much faith they have in their own fucking product. Especially since on Google Play they haven't updated the screenshots of the app for fucking probably about 9-10 months or so, and it looks nothing like that anymore. Like, it really doesn't. It's sort of like they really made everything legitimately harder to fucking use, made it more clunky, made it more annoying. And so like, what the fuck is going over on that design team for Google Plus? Are you literally just sitting there smoking fucking crack all day and just sort of like you know, that's literally what it fucking seems like. It's like you're not putting any actual thought into, okay, so how can we improve the fucking place so that it's not ass? Because Google, I know very fucking well that you see what we see. and you're just not doing anything about it because you don't give a shit. Like, it's literally deteriorated. It's gotten to the point where I can't even load half the fucking posts anymore because it's like, oh, there was an error loading data. Please tap to retry. Yeah, no, go fuck yourself and do your fucking job. Do your fucking job, you cunt. It's just gotten to the point where the functionality is not there. The members are not fucking there. Quality ones, mind you, are just not fucking there anymore. And the ones that are have been dragged into fucking silence because of all the fucking meme shitlords. Basically, if you're not a memer on that fucking website, you know, XD memes are life, I shoot up memes every day. Basically, if you're not one of those fucking cunts, you're not relevant on Google Plus anymore. You're just not. It's really fucking sad. And since I don't want to make this video too long, I just want to finish this out by saying, if you are a Google Plus member like me, an active, passionate member of Google Plus like I am, let's help clean up this fucking place. Let's, like, Trump fucking, you know, Google Plus, even though I am by no means a Trump supporter, so do not even go there. I am not a fucking Trump supporter at all. If you are a Trump supporter, fine. I am not going to argue about politics here, so don't even fucking start. I will literally delete your fucking comment. At least I'm honest. But yeah, one thing we have to do for Google Plus is we have to clean it up. We have to make Google Plus fucking great again. And the only way to do that is to reinvigorate what it used to be. Passionate about really fucking nerdy shit, because that's sort of what Google Plus lived on it pretty much always. It's just people being passionate about what they love, no matter what that thing is, as long as it isn't fucking disgusting, like I mentioned earlier. You know, just fucking go fucking wild and ignore the meme shitlords. Do not give them any attention. Do not do anything to appease these fucking idiots, because while they are everywhere, if we are careful, and if we do this in just the right way, and if we just sort of don't give them any attention, anything, don't give them anything, if we do this right, they will eventually get tired, and they will leave and probably up and go to 4chan where they belong. They will eventually just get sick of trying, and they will leave. It's that simple. Just don't give them anything to attack, really. So if you absolutely have to, post everything in private communities, post it in your private circles, do things like that. I'm not saying be absolutely closed down to the point where, you know, nothing is public or anything like that, but if it's sort of, for the time being, we can't give them anything to attack, and we just need to bore them to death, basically. And then once they're gone, once this sort of meme shitlord fad on the website has just sort of faded, we can continue business as usual. Now, this is a best case scenario. This will most likely not happen, but can't I dream? You know, if you are listening to this and you are on this website, I am going to post this to Google Plus, and I'm going to make sure it gets shared like fucking wildfire, or at least I'm going to try and make sure it gets shared like fucking wildfire. And I know a lot of meme shitlords are probably going to see it, so if you're seeing it, please know that you are the biggest problem on Google Plus, and you need to go elsewhere. You do not belong here. This is not the place for you. Seriously, you ruined this fucking website with your bullshit. So, yeah. And to all of you people that really don't give a flying fuck about Google Plus, well, you haven't watched this far. I know that for a bloody fact. If you have been watching this far and you don't give a shit about Google Plus, you probably have way too much time on your hands like I do, so I sympathize with you on that one, to be honest with you. So, yeah, let's just try and hope that with enough work, enough effort, and enough not giving these idiots attention, that maybe the wounds will heal, and Google Plus will be a great community once again. But we can only dream. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to sort of launch a campaign of my own here to clean shit up, and see what happens. So, I will talk to you guys in the next one. I know this video was quite a bit different, but if you enjoyed this sort of thing, remember to hit the like button. If you didn't give a shit, then, I don't know, hit the fucking dislike button. Remember to fucking sub, because I have no subs, and I would appreciate it if I did have some subs, because I work incredibly hard at what I do here. Granted, I love doing it. That's the only reason I've continued to do so, but yeah. Anyways, I will see you in the next one.